Going back to 1950. This one will be much higher, probably 250th of a second.
I rely on the auto, eh?
That's probably an Alpha 3000 or something.
There you go. You're in the video now.
Hello, we're vlogging in the dark. This is going to be the weekly dark vlogs.
You have to do morning vlogs now. You have to get up an hour earlier just to show everybody your morning routine.
We have to have a computer that works. That'd be awesome. You're gonna see on my other vlogs how my computer, well, you're not gonna see, you're just gonna know that, okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. The computer that I have is fine, it's just full. And I'm frustrated by that because there needs to be a better solution, because I feel like it's just really ridiculous that I don't take a lot of photos anymore, yet my computer is full of photos and video. Actually, it's not, it's only a third. And then there's these other apps, which I don't even know what an app is. Anyway, it's just super ridiculous. It makes me not want to take photos, actually, or do videos, which is really sad. And so they should figure out a better system. Anyway, so we did our mall walk because now we mall walk. And maybe in another video I will explain why I mall walk now in the winter and not, okay.
What is happening? You're the worst vlogger ever.
It's why when I record I don't have good lighting, but yet what the heck is going on? Eee. You can record on each and Zoom. Welcome to Vlogmas. Are you excited for Vlogmas? Say hello. Are you happy? You a happy guy? Oh, big hugs. Well, hello. It's day 4 of Vlogmas. Currently, I've uploaded 0 videos to the YouTubes. We mall walk, and I said yesterday that I would talk about that later on, and I'm like, well, I have nothing going on today on today's vlog, so might as well talk about that. I run, I'm still a runner, but about 2 years ago I was hitting this point where literally I was getting injured left, right, and center. Everything from shin splints to groin pain to, it didn't matter. I'd hit about 30K, well, more than 30, about 35 to 40K, and my body would just break down. And it was getting to be really frustrating, and I wasn't really sure what I was doing wrong to commit so much time to running healthy, or I would literally be running broken. But I didn't want to walk away from running, because I hear people say that, you know, running is the thing that injured me, running is the thing that I can't do anything now because of running. And I'm not saying that that's not true, but for me it's all about balance. So that year actually I tried CrossFit, one of the most frustrating things I've ever done in my life. At the same time, I tried pottery, which is also one of the most frustrating things I've ever done in my life. All the same winter, all the same time. I was in 2 classes, like just basically, I can remember being almost in tears in both of those classes and going, what am I doing? I'm paying money for this. And for me, well, pottery, it looks easy, but let me tell you, it is not easy. It is a skill you need to learn over time. And CrossFit, for me, it was, I realized very quickly that although I may have a lot of cardiovascular strength, my physical strength wasn't matching that. And I had, you know, if we did a Metcon, I was owning it. I was on top of it. I could do whatever you wanted me to do for an hour, you know, which is the running, right? But any kind of muscle work, it's so frustrating. I couldn't get the movements down. I felt like I couldn't lift anything. And I didn't want to feel that way. I didn't want to feel so weak and so injured. I was feeling injured from running. I was feeling weak from doing weights. I wanted to be strong and fit. And I didn't care what size pants I was wearing. I just want to feel healthy. And so I really started to look at the amount of running I was doing and needing to balance that out with strength. And so I started, but I was seeing gains from CrossFit, and I do have to say that I was certainly seeing some gains. And I started to do more heavy weights, like not just my 10-pound dumbbells doing, you know, okay, the thing I saw that this is supposed to be good, you know, I was doing programs, and Randy and I were working out together, and I was starting to see a lot of growth. And so I was really loving it. But that fall, I got bronchitis again. Super frustrating. The doctor told me, walked in, this was this time last year, he told me basically, you know, it's okay, because I was running not very much, and that's what was killing me. I was not running very much, and he's basically saying, you kind of hit that threshold where, you know, you should really pull back on your running, and you should, you know, and it was frustrating because I had pulled back on my running, and so I was starting to get really annoyed with the whole process, and doing some work with my doctor, because I'm someone who's pneumonia prone, bronchitis prone, and every fall, every winter, I'd be diagnosed with pneumonia or bronchitis, one of the two. And I'd have these prolonged colds over the fall. I was hacking and coughing. I mean, the year that I met Randy, I didn't even have a voice because I couldn't speak, but I was still running because I felt that it wasn't like a virus, it was more allergy related. So doing some investigation with my doctor and really going to the doctor seriously, like treating it as part of the rest of my health plan. So like treat it like the way that I do massage, or, which I haven't been in a while, but like chiropractor or physiotherapy, where you go because it's good for you and you can see the results. Well, I'm really fortunate. My doctor wants follow-up. She wants to do testing. So why on earth am I not including her as part of my treatment plan? And so and treatment plan just mean like overall health and well-being. Point being, working with my doctor, we were able to determine that I had asthma. I didn't really know I had it. I guess, you know, it's kind of like I tell people, it's kind of like being a fish in a fishbowl. You don't really realize that you're surrounded by water because you're the fish. And I didn't really realize I had weak lungs because they're the only lungs I've ever known. So for me, I've never felt like my breathing was more labored than before, because it's, I guess, always been labored. I just didn't know that it was. And she said, well, yeah, you know, you have asthma, and started me on a puffer. We realized it was helpful, so I take a daily puffer now, which has been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I sleep better. I don't have as many bags under my eyes, although I still have bags, but like it's not as pronounced. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night coughing so badly that I would gag. I haven't done that in a very long time. And started to look at taking magnesium to support the asthma. And then she said the biggest thing was you can't run outside when it's cold. And not even just a little cold, like when it starts to drop. You need to be very cognizant of that, and also of the allergens. And as soon as your allergens start to come out in the fall, you need to bring your running inside, which was a really big bummer. You know, you wouldn't think that you would miss running when it's cold out, but I miss running when it's cold out. But I have to say, this fall, not doing it, especially in the fall, because that's when I would start of all my really bad bronchitis, pneumonia would start. And this fall, I haven't, I've had one cold, which I think was more allergies at the beginning of the year, school year, and I haven't had anything since, lung-wise. Some days have been, you know, more congested, but then I treat that with my inhaler. And I just realized that, okay, this balance needs to be in place. Talk more about exactly what I do on another vlog so that it's not a 13-minute vlog, so that's what it already is about that. But basically that's the reason why I run inside. And I run through the summer and I love it. As soon as the weather warms up enough, I'll be back outside running. But in the meantime, until I have a treadmill, I will be walking. And Randy and I really enjoy it because we actually walk together, and it's a time that we can sort of catch up on the day and what's been going on. And we've got lots of people that, it's funny, today we had 3 or 4 different people who said mall walking, and like as we were passing me, they're mall walking, and they, you know, that's really, it's, of course you would do that, and like it's good to walk inside. And it's neat to see, I think because of our age, people actually saying, well, yeah, I guess you could mall walk. And I guess the other point is there really isn't an excuse. Like, I don't have a treadmill, and I guess I could run in the mall, but I think I'd probably get stopped by security. But like, it's just, there isn't an excuse. There really isn't. I do want to try over the Christmas holidays doing some doing a track workout, because it's kind of like an experiment. I feel like I'm so much stronger in my posterior chain that I would love to see if that translates into actual times, because I feel like it's going to. And so maybe I might just throw myself into a 5K and see where I land. And maybe I might just, you know, who cares? And maybe, you know, because the idea being, and that was what I was lacking when I was doing 5Ks competitively, was the muscle tone to carry me through and to get that much faster. Because a 5K is essentially, you know, a sprint, and you need to have that strong body. And yeah, I'm just really, my body has changed immensely since in the last 2.5 years, but I'm happier, even though I don't fit those jeans that I once wore and the shirts. I'm far happier. I feel stronger. I feel like I look better in clothing. I dress differently now. It's not that it's not as easy. It's just, it's a different way of dressing now for me and to feel comfortable. But I feel just so much better. I don't have the constant aches and pains. Muscle soreness, absolutely. Like, those DOMs are real, and you know, you definitely feel them, but the constant, like, I felt like my bones were always sore. But I don't want that to be attributed to like running, because it's not running that does that on itself. And again, I have a balance. Like, I couldn't just do weight thing, because I'd stack weight on like crazy and I wouldn't feel like my cardiovascular was in check. So you can't just do anything in its entirety for me. And maybe there's some people that can, and that's awesome, but it doesn't work for me. I'm very much a person that needs to find that balance, that homeostasis. Otherwise, I'm out of whack. Anyway, this is like 16 minutes of me just blathering on about nothing. I will think I'll talk about what I do as strength, as you know what I'm doing for cardio now. Yeah, and maybe I'll chat more about cardio and a misconception that you have to literally be gasping. It's important to push yourself to that point, but to always be at that point is not healthy either. Anyway, again, I'm rambling. So I think that's gonna be it for today's vlog, because I have nothing else other than working on other vlogs. And it's 10:12 and I'm tired. And I think I'm gonna post these all one at a time. It's gonna be a crazy thing to do, but otherwise if I string these all together, it's gonna be like super long and no one's gonna watch it. So with that being said, have a good night, and thanks for watching day 4. It's day 4 of December. I'm still not done Christmas shopping. Ugh. Okay, have a good night. Bye.